Wellington Country Park, families, fans, followers, welcome along to this. This is our circus skills experience because this year, unfortunately, we can't let you come to the circus at Wellington Country Park, but fear not, we're bringing the circus to you. From my living room to your living room, we're going to learn some circus skills. I'm going to be teaching you hat tricks. I'm going to be teaching you how to juggle with a pair of socks. I know that sounds strange, but believe me, it's going to be fun. You might recognise me. My name is LucasJet. I work as part of the team at Big Top Mania. Every Easter weekend, I've been at Wellington Country Park for the last, I think, 13 or 14 years. That's a long time, a lot of circus. Some of you might have seen me grow up from a young sort of 18-year-old, and now I'm not going to say how old I am, but I've been coming to Wellington a long time. I love Wellington Country Park, and I'm so happy that they've asked me to teach you some circus skills. Shall we get straight to it? This first video is going to be all about hat juggling. Hat juggling is one of the circus performances that I do as part of the show. Today, all you need is a cap, okay? Just your regular baseball cap. You can wear it forwards, you can wear it sideways. But for now, all you need to do is take your cap by the peak. Hold the cap like that, hold your hand out, and this is called an arm roll. This is move number one. You're gonna go. You see, you'll never be able to walk out the house the same again. If you learn this trick, every time you want to grab your cap, you won't be able to resist going. I might throw a slow-mo in right about now so you can see exactly what I mean when you go like this. Hold the peak like that. So my hand is facing up. As long as you get this set up right, it's a really simple trick to learn. All ages are going to be able to do this. Hold your hat like this. Now you're going to go in, keeping your arms straight. So your wrist is turned, you just bring the cap in, and then the cap should go onto your head backwards. That's the mechanics of the trick. Kind of simple. We're going to get faster, we're going to get smoother, it's going to look better and better every time you do it. Until by the end you're going bum bum bum. And you're looking super slick. Now the main reason I love this first trick is that all ages are going to be able to do it, okay? I mean it, from your 3-year-olds to your 7-year-olds to your 10-year-olds to your grandparents. You will all be able to do this trick. If you're a fan of The Greatest Showman, you might have seen P.T. Barnum himself in the bit where they're singing The Greatest Show. He goes, "This is the greatest show," or something like that. He looks a lot cooler than me. Is everybody ready for trick number 2? Nice one. Hit that like button if you're ready for trick number 2. Trick number 2, you're going to turn your cap around like this. The peak of the cap goes at the top, okay? It's that peak again. That one at the top. The hole is facing away from you. You're going to put the cap in your mouth, like this, okay? Your arms are going to go wide. Then you're going to try and go. Whoa! That's trick number 2. That's all there is to it. Attempt it 5, 10, maybe 15 times. I bet you a lot of you will do it. Watch what I do. I put it in my mouth, I flick my neck, and I let go of my teeth. So it's like, maybe that requires a side angle. You might get away with just keeping it in your mouth and just sort of nodding your head backwards. It might fall onto your head, right? Like that. What I'm trying to get you to do is to actually release it so it flicks and catches on your head. That's the dream, okay? Like that. Catch it. So much style. Imagine how impressed your parents are going to be when you just walk out and you say, "Hey mum, hey dad, check this out." Slick. Slick. I've got to find a new word, haven't I? I need a cooler word than that. Is everybody ready for trick number 3? Now trick number 3 is going to be a little bit harder. This is probably not aimed at your 3-year-olds. This is aimed at your 7, your 8, your 9-year-olds and up. We're going to try a more advanced version of the trick we've just learned. So before, you had the cap like this and the hole was facing away from you. Now you're going to spin it around so that the cap is facing like this. You're going to put it in your mouth. Now you're going to try a 360. Before you did a 180, this is a 360. Ready? It takes a bit more concentration. It's a little bit more tricky. Let's do it again. You might have to duck. You might have to really concentrate. Watch it onto your head. See if you can focus. It's like your head is your hand when you're trying to catch something. You might need to move and react to it. Like this. Whoa, I just did 3 in a row. I should do this professionally. Put your hands up if you're ready for trick number 4. Oh, me, I'm ready. This time, instead of using your mouth, you're going to use your hand, and we're going to build up to learning to throw a hat onto your head like this, which is a really common skill to learn when you're a circus performer. So I'm going to suggest that we start with our caps facing up. So like that, as if it's a bowl. It looks like a cereal bowl right now. And you're going to hold it by the peak again. And for the younger ones, what you're just going to do, you're going to go like this, half turn on. You might notice it's not far away from just putting it on your head. But you want to build up to be actually throwing it from low and catching it. You notice how I'm keeping my eyes on the hat as it throws? So you go up, catch. You might have to move with it. Then, as we're progressing through this trick, I want us to flip the hat around so the hat is facing like your starting position of the first trick, if you can remember the first trick. So same position again, your hand is facing up. Now we're going to try and do a full turn. So the same as well from the mouth one we just learned. You're going to try and hold it like this, a full turn, and catch it on your head. That's the ideal dream scenario. I realise this is an Easter video, but this is very applicable to Pancake Day. You're going to try and flip it just like a pancake. I like to put my fingers wide underneath it. That gives you a good stable base of your hand. Then you're going to flip it on and try and catch it. If you have your hands wide and your thumb is on top, like that, maybe this will require a close-up.
You're going to try and flip it and watch it onto your head.
Oh, yeah, they all count. As long as it goes on your head, I'm going to give you 10 out of 10 for that. Don't forget, guys, this is about practice. It's not something that's going to happen straight away. Do you know how long I've been learning to juggle hats? Probably like 20 years, 25 years of practice, and I still get it wrong. So do bear that in mind when you're practicing these skills. And hopefully it just makes you super happy when you do get it. It makes it all the worthwhile, all that hard work, all those attempts, and you'll be really pleased and happy with yourselves, and your parents will be really impressed if you manage to learn to do that. So that would be awesome. Keep up the energy levels, guys. Is everybody ready for trick number... It's trick number 5, isn't it? Trick number 5. All right, high five for trick number 5. Can you do a high five? I'm picturing lots of children high-fiving their screens right now. Right, folks, trick number 5. Trick number 5, I'm going to be honest, is getting tricky now. Is that okay? Are you willing to risk it for a chocolate biscuit with LucasJet? You're going to place the cap on your foot and you're going to stand on one leg. So that might be enough of a challenge for some of us already. I'll tell you what, if you're up for a challenge, if you want a really difficult one, you're going to try and do this. Flick it straight from your foot onto your head. Take a bow, Lucas, take a bow. Anybody that manages that. That's not easy to do. So I want to show you that one. Give you some ideas. If you really want to challenge yourself, you can try that. I want to show you a different variation, which is a great juggler's move. That is kind of like, if you realise it's not going to work quite like that, it's a recovery trick. Okay? So you're going to put your hat on the foot, just like we did before. You're going to flick it, and then you're going to catch it with your hand and put it on your head, all in one smooth motion, creating the illusion that you haven't made a mistake. You might, if you watch my show, you might notice I do it occasionally. So you go like this, flick, catch, put it on your head, take a bow, because everyone just saw you catch it on your head. No problem. Do you want to see it one more time? On your foot, flick it up, catch it, put it on your head. Now, I'm doing it with quite a good technique. It looks almost like one movement. But the reality is when you're learning, it might be all over the place. So you might flick it and just catch it and then put it on your head. That's no problem. It's all good. Styling it out is what it's all about in circus, especially if you're me. Whew. Let me get my thinking caps on. About another trick that we might be able to learn. That's 5 tricks already. 5 tricks. 5 tricks. That's very impressive. That's a roster. You've got a routine. You could be a circus performer by the end of this video. I'm going to have so much competition. I need to think this through. Take the video down. Take the video down. Stop watching. Stop watching. Right, boys and girls, amazing stuff. I hope I've given you some inspiration for today. Don't forget, all these tricks take practice. You're going to need to go over it again and again and again and again and again sometimes. That's the best thing about learning a new skill. You have to have a great attitude and keep practicing. I know you guys at home have got that. So keep up the good work and tune in for the next Circus Skills video next time. Cheers, guys.